Gisele Bündchen has inadvertently just displayed one of the absolute worst things about divorce. We talk a lot about how awful the sexual revolution is, how crazy it is that a man thinks he can be a woman, how awful it is that they're trying to in schools, even how awful it is that we kill babies or sell them on the surrogacy market. But the sexual revolution goes a little further back than that, goes a little bit deeper. And at the heart of the sexual revolution and all the terrible consequences is the destruction of the family, which began not when Anthony Kennedy wrote some romantic poetry from the Supreme Court and pretended that two fellows can get married, but it goes back further to the normalization and acceptance of divorce. And now we live in an age where we tell each other all sorts of lies about divorce. We say, oh, divorce, it's perfectly natural, it's perfectly normal. You know, sometimes people grow apart. It's better for the kids, actually, for mommy and daddy to just split up and go date other people. And it's better. Kids are resilient. So I guess I'm actually saying it's not better for the kids, but they're resilient and they'll get over it. But also it's better for them too. So it doesn't matter that they're resilient. Anyway, forget about it. It's really good because I want to do me and I want to go date the karate instructor, says, I don't know who. So Gisele Bündchen comes out and she articulates one of the real dangers of divorce, which is, she says, the kids have different rules when they go to their father's house.
Co-parenting, how has that been?
I think it's been, there's easier days than other, but I think, it's amazing that the kids, they're super smart children. They know what they can get away with. So I think it's natural that it has different rules, and then kids just adapt, and they're gonna try to do what they want, and I can only control what I do. And I think for me, now is really about the balance. Now we have, Tom has time with them, and I have time with them, which I think is amazing because they get to, really experience, again, more enriching for their lives, two different worlds, and they get to learn from two different worlds, and that's wonderful for them, I think.
They're living in two different worlds because you blew up their actual world. When we use this phrase around the Daily Wire, I think Drew mentioned it first, but we all use this phrase because it's so apt. We say that divorce blows up a kid's whole world. And Gisele Bündchen is admitting this. She's saying, yeah, we blew it up, and now there's two different worlds. This is one world cracked in half. Now the kids live in these two different worlds, and which means that they don't have two homes, they have no home. They're at home nowhere because their parents, who are the core of their world, have split up. And so one expression of their total lack of home is they don't even have a consistent set of rules, naturally, because they don't have a consistent family, because they don't have a consistent head of household, because they don't have a consistent anything. So they develop a kind of a schizophrenia where when they're at mommy's house, they know they can get away with something. Oh, they're clever. They're so adaptable. It's all just the same way of saying kids are resilient, which is just a way for adults to justify or rationalize harming children. Say, oh, don't worry about it. Kids are resilient. And so they say they can get away with this here and they can get away with that there. But they have no consistent sense of what the rules are or where the rules come from. Right now, go to expressvpn.com/Michael Knowles Show. Using the internet without ExpressVPN is like forgetting to mute yourself on a Zoom call and then having everyone hear your side conversation with your coworker. Could be just a little bit of harmless banter, but what happens when you say something you don't want everyone else to hear? Well, internet service providers track every single website you visit. They can sell this information to ad companies and tech giants who then use it to target you with their ad programs. But ExpressVPN reroutes your network data through a secure encrypted tunnel so that your internet provider cannot see or sell your online activity. Sounds complicated, but ExpressVPN is so simple to use, even I can do it. You fire up the app, you click one button, done. One subscription works on all your devices, phones, laptops, even routers. So everyone who shares your Wi-Fi can be protected too. Here at the Daily Wire, we are very proud to have ExpressVPN as our top privacy partner because we believe everyone should be able to protect themselves from big tech's prying eyes. Protect your online privacy by visiting expressvpn.com/Michael Knowles Show. That is expressvpn.com/Michael Knowles Show to get an extra 3 months free. expressvpn.com/Michael Knowles Show. Where do rules come from? Where do laws come from? I mean, this has such direct political consequences because we no longer even know what the law is. What the libs will tell you is law is just kind of whatever we decide, whatever we want. It's an expression of preference. And it's subjective and it's relative and it's just kind of whatever we want, man. It's not based on anything rational or objective or real or solid. That is a consequence and an expression of a world of divorce where there's no solidity, there's nothing grounded. What law actually is an ordinance of reason by him, for the common good, by him who has care of the community and promulgated. There is a connection between the civil laws, the domestic laws, the rules of the house, and the natural law and the enduring moral order. And who is to enforce these laws? Well, mommy and daddy enforce these laws, and there's even an order to the household. Traditionally speaking, it would be daddy who's the head of the household, and daddy and mommy become one flesh and are married. And when you explode that, you explode a lot more than just, going on vacation with mommy and daddy together. You explode a lot more than just the one house you're living at. You explode the entire sense of how one behaves, how society is ordered, whether or not there is objective, solid reality, whether or not reason can be applied to human behavior. When you exalt mere passion or irrational interest, when you exalt that and just say, well, I'm going to do me, in my 40s, man, this is me time, and I'm going to do whatever I want. When you do that, you scandalize everyone. You scandalize your children directly. It's a stumbling block in their education. And you scandalize the public broadly because the marriage, the family, is the fundamental building block of society. I'm going to be at University of Wisconsin-Madison tomorrow. I think I'm going to be there. I'm not totally positive. I think some tickets I don't know if tickets are still available. Go to yaf.org or you just Google Michael Knowles, UW-Madison. As of yesterday, there were some tickets available because there was a lot of confusion as to whether or not I would even be allowed to go to the school. I had a great honor last year. I was voted by FIRE, the Individual Rights and Education Organization. I was voted the most canceled speaker of 2023. They compiled a database of all of, and by the way, they didn't even include all of the cancellation attempts. And I was the most disinvited, the most canceled speaker of 2023. So it's only March of this year. I think we're already off to a good start. UW-Madison had invited me. We signed the contract. We're ready to go. Students were not selling the tickets, giving away the tickets because the university events we don't charge for. And then at the very last minute, UW-Madison's administration, probably under severe pressure from the left, which has been threatening protests from the beginning, tried to slap on a $4,000 plus security fee. Now, this was very strange. Other schools have done this. This is one of the tricks that the liberal schools use to get the conservatives disinvited. And we know that UW-Madison is a very liberal campus. We didn't expect it because my friends and colleagues, Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, a number of other conservatives, but even Ben and Matt have spoken at UW-Madison, even relatively recently. No security fee, no problem. The administration, just little old me. I consider myself very nice, very amiable, but little old me, they decide to slap this $4,000 security fee. The students aren't going to pay that. So when the administration levies the security fee, it is to say, oh, whoopsie daisy, sorry, you can't come anymore. And we're only going to levy it on this speaker, who we particularly don't like, not the other speakers. It's a way to cancel you. So fortunately, YAF sued. The Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty sued. The Mountain States Legal Foundation sued. They threatened to sue. And the administration backed down. So we're good. No $4,271.17 security fee. I am, as of now, speaking at UW-Madison tomorrow. I hope to see you there. If you can make it, go reserve a ticket if they are still available. I've been asked to speak about life, why murder is wrong. In years past, we wouldn't have had to discuss such things, but our culture has really, really gotten confused recently. So we'll be talking about that. Should be a lot of fun out in Madison. That was a great clip, huh? It was good. It was good. You can say it. It's fine. No one's around. Well, if you agree, you should ring the bell and subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel. And we'll see you next time.